Hey, welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to look at authentic Chinese scallion pancake. And I'm going to share with you my tips on how you can achieve those extra flaky layers. For this recipe, we need about 4 or 5 stalks of green onion, 3/4 of a cup of boiling hot water, a tablespoon of salt, and 2 cups of all-purpose flour. When you're ready, start mixing all your dry ingredients. So that's your 2 cups of flour and about half of your tablespoon of salt. We're going to attach our dough mixer attachment and start stirring. Now when we add the water, we're going to add it slowly. Make sure the water you use is boiling hot. Once all the water is incorporated, let it stir for about 8 minutes. If you're kneading this out by hand, let it stir, mix it for about 12 to 15 minutes. So after 8 minutes, it should be soft to the touch, not sticky at all. And what we're going to do is let it rest for about 30 minutes. So, we put it aside and cover it. While that's resting, we're going to cut up our scallions. Grab a small container and put that to the side. So about 30 minutes passed by, and now we're about ready to roll out the dough. Helps to oil out the counter with some little vegetable oil. This will help make rolling out the dough much easier. Here we are. Here's the dough. So you can either cut this in fourths or thirds, but I prefer cutting in smaller pieces. So we're gonna put the other pieces away while we roll out this one. So grab your trusty rolling pin and let's roll it out. Get your trusty pin. Roll away. Now the aim of this is to roll out to maybe 1/4 to a 1/2 centimeter thickness before we start adding toppings. Now this doesn't have to be a perfect circle, it just has to be long and thin as possible. grab our vegetable oil and just give it a nice squirt. Rub it all over the surface. Grab about maybe a tablespoon and a half scallions. Spread it all over as possible. And with the remaining amount of salt you have, just give it a nice sprinkle over the top. Now here we're going to just take one end and start rolling it up like a cigar. So go from one end, just curl into a ball like this. Work your way until you reach the other end. When you get to the other end, just tuck the other side just underneath, but on the bottom. And when you get to this stage, take your hand and just press down on it. And we just roll it out. Now, this is going to be very slippery. So don't worry about whether you see juices coming out or you see air bubbles forming. Just pop it as you go. Now we're trying to flatten it down as thin as possible without ruining the layers. Should be around 2 hand sizes. There we go. Now I'm going to set this aside and continue with the rest. Drizzle some oil. Now we're going to cook about 3 to 5 minutes on each side. It shouldn't take that much long. Once you flip it over, let it cook for another 3 to 5 minutes. If one side is fully cooked, you may be free to turn it over back and forth until you get the right crispiness that you desire. So I hope you enjoyed this video and the recipe. These scallion pancakes are chewy, flaky, and especially flavory. So if you try out the recipe, let me know. If you like the recipe, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps me go a long way. And if you have any thoughts, comments, suggestions, put in the section below. I would love to hear from you guys. Until next time, peace out and happy cooking.